Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video I'm going to be covering Etrigan the Demon. He made his very first appearance in Demon Volume 1, Issue Number 1 in September of 1972, but his current version debuted in Demon Knights Volume 1, Issue Number 1 in November of 2011. Etrigan is fused to a human host named Jason Blood, and as Jason he stands 6 feet tall and weighs 182 pounds, having brown eyes and brown hair with a white streak in it. But in his demonic form he stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighs 3,512 pounds, sometimes has white, green, but mostly red eyes, and has no hair at all, but has yellowish gold skin. Now Jason summons Etrigan by uttering the phrase, "Concealed within the form of man, release the demon Etrigan." And once this transformation happens, he takes on a demonic physiology that's much more powerful than a normal demon. This being due to the fact that he's mystically enhanced and has trained for thousands of years. Etrigan has vast superhuman strength, being able to go toe-to-toe with Lobo, who is an opponent that has beaten Superman. And while we're on the subject of supes, Etrigan has also punched Superman into orbit before. He also possesses superhuman agility and durability, actually gaining pleasure from pain. And this is complemented by having a healing factor as well. He has extremely enhanced senses like smell and hearing, as well as having a sixth sense, which lends itself to being a form of precognition. He can also observe things in the past, due to his mastery of magic. His demonic nature makes him functionally immortal, as well as having vast energy projection abilities, which he calls Hellfire. This also being able to superheat his own body. In addition to having a vast array of magical abilities, he also has an extensive knowledge of all forms of occultism, as well as naturally being one of the best hand-to-hand fighters in the DC universe. His cloak itself also seems to have multiple magical abilities of its own, most notably being able to hold a large amount of matter within the folds of it, as if it was a pocket dimension. His only weaknesses seem to be things of a holy nature, such as crucifixes and holy water, as well as being susceptible to some spells that are cast by those that are even more powerful than he at magic. Now, originally Etrigan was a lower demon of hell that was full of rage and ambition. He eventually rebelled against his ruler Lucifer, and this is when his master allowed the magician Merlin to bond Etrigan with a rebellious human scribe named Jason Blood. From that point forward, whenever danger threatened, Jason would switch out with Etrigan, but it would teleport him to hell while the demon was in control. For a long time, Etrigan hated being forced to act like a hero for a human and plotted to gain his freedom. Now, the spell that bound Etrigan with Jason wreaked havoc in Camelot. Jason then wandered the world and rescued a sorceress named Madame Xanadu that was about to be burned at the stake as a witch. The two of them fell in love, and to keep Etrigan under control, Xanadu regularly sweet-talked the jealous demon as well. One day when the demon armies of the questing queen threatened the village of Little Spring, Jason joined a group of warriors to fight her and her dragons. Etrigan, Xanadu, and their fellow demon knights fought off the questing queen's army, but soon after Etrigan betrayed the knights and sent them to hell. Although Jason ended up saving the day and rescued them. The team then split up and former member Vandal Savage took Jason prisoner. He cast a mute spell to stop Jason from uttering the words that would summon Etrigan and tortured him for sending him to hell. Eventually Jason was freed by his friends and the mute spell was broken. Subsequent to this, Jason and Etrigan rejoined the Demon Knights on their quest to find the Holy Grail. Madame Xanadu then used a spell to imprison Etrigan beneath London, but after a long time there, he broke free in the 21st century. The demon then rampaged and battled with Stormwatch, which was the modern incarnation of the Demon Knights, and he plotted to kill his former host. However, Jason was saved by Batwoman, and Etrigan actually teamed up with her to prevent the return of the villainess named Morgaine Le Fey. Etrigan just couldn't help but inadvertently do good, because among other things, he later found himself put into the position of a hero again to help fight alongside the Secret Six that was battling the invading Elder Gods. Now, for his powers and abilities and his influence on the DC universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Etrigan the Demon a rating of 9, which is an epic rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe to The New Sage.